Report. Our first guest today, men's basketball senior Adam Folker. Adam, thanks for joining us today.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
UC Irvine, a 101-92 win over Vanguard. Halftime score 45-29, very much in control. They scored 60-plus points in the second half. We'll get to that in a minute. But you had a team-high 16 points, and you looked like you started the season 3 weeks ago. No rest on you.
Yeah, I felt great. I mean, we came out really strong. We started the game strong. We scrimmaged Concordia last weekend, so kind of got a little bit of the rust off there. We came out really strong, like I said. We hit a lot of shots, and our big men really, we were a force inside. And that was our game plan from the start, was to kind of put the ball inside. I think we had a height advantage on them. So Coach Turner and our assistants just said, you know, to our guards, push the ball and get it inside. And we came out, our guards hit shots, and that opened up the paint for the big men. And yeah.
You know, it's early in the season. It was an exhibition game. What grade would you give the team?
I thought we did really well. Like I said, just coming out, it's the first official game, so still kind of trying to get some of the rust off. Some of the guys we've never played in an official game with, for example, John Ryan, who redshirted last year. And practice is really different from the game. You know, you come out and the lights are on, and there's a little bit of pressure. It's a little bit different, but felt really good. It was really good playing with the guys. Everybody on our team is easy to play with, very unselfish. We move the ball a lot, and that makes it really fun to play.
You mentioned a little bit of pressure with, you know, playing in the Bren, not a practice game. Did you have any words of advice to John Ryan and Connor and Alex, those young guys that got in the game that night?
Just go out and play. Just be yourself. You know, they've been there before. They're extremely talented players. They know what to do. When it comes down to it, they'll make the right play. And that's what I told them. Just relax, come out, be yourself, and play hard.
John Ryan, 14 points. Connor Clifford, 11. What type of adjustments have you had to make now, having such added height around you, when you used to be the guy with the height?
Yeah, it's been really good, actually. In terms of just playing against him in practice. Connor's a big kid. He's strong, and pushing against him in practice, it makes you better. You know, it makes you stronger, makes you finish around the rim. You know, you get the and ones, etc. And John Ryan he's athletic, so he can get up there. He can block some shots. So playing against him in practice just makes you that much better in the game.
So you are looking to put the ball inside. That opens up the outside. The outside then opens up the inside, and vice versa.
Exactly.
We saw, let's see, 4 of 9 from the three-point line, and Derek Flowers had 3 of those 4. Not really what we normally see from Derek. We usually expect those shots to come from Chris McNeely and Mike Wilder and Damon Starry. Was it just Flowers just taking advantage of what was given to him, or is he looking to be more that three-point threat this year?
I think it was more of just our opponent and who we were playing. Like I said, our game plan was to kind of come out and push the ball and get it inside. And just an ode to our coach and sticking to our game plan. Our guards really, they're disciplined, and they listen, they pay attention, and they did exactly what they're supposed to do. And as soon as you put the ball inside 2 or 3 times, it just completely opens up the outside, and that's where the three-point shots from Flowers and McNeely, that's where those start coming in.
And I'll ask you the same question about Chris McNeely, who didn't look as though he was really looking for the 3, and that's normally what we had seen from him in his early years at UCI. Has he just evolved into more of a guy who's going to create his own shots?
Yeah, I think he's really evolved as a player, just as an all-around player. I mean, he can really pass the ball now. He can shoot it. He can drive it. He's worked on his mid-range game, so he's got a pull-up. He's got a floater. I mean, he can really do it all. He's put on strength in the off-season, which is really going to benefit him throughout this season in terms of just staying healthy and defensively picking up stronger guys and containing them. So he's really worked on his game, and it's shown. I mean, he's not a single. He doesn't just have one threat, which is the three-point ball. I mean, he can do it all, so he's going to be tough to guard.
We talked about the good, and we can probably go on talking about the good and hit every player. Let's talk about Vanguard. You know, you held them to 29 points, and then they dropped 60 on you in the second half. What adjustments did they make at halftime?
I think they were just trying to get into the flow of it. Like I said, it's really early in this season, and to get guys really gelling with each other, is tough this early. But they came out, and I give them credit. You know, they played extremely hard, and they knocked down shots. And their guards were they penetrated the ball very well. And they got it inside and dished it off, and they shot the ball really well. So I give them credit.
I'm sure part of that was Rhett Soliday, as the head coach, had been part of the UC Irvine program for several years, so he knew what type of athletes that you guys had and how he could counter that with his own team.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Coach Soliday, he was here for my first 2 years, and he's an amazing individual, an amazing coach, and I have a lot of respect for him. He coaches with a lot of intensity, and it shows off on their guys. I mean, they have good players who are good guys, and they play with a lot of intensity on defense, and I know that's what Soliday preaches in practice.
You have Nevada coming up. Played them 2 years ago. It was a tough road loss. Looking for a little payback here?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, guys never forget stuff like that, you know. We got them at home, so we're really looking forward.
You're a long way from home.
Yeah.
You know, and I know that we've heard how you've been recruited and who recruited you, but what I wanted to ask you was, what went through your mind the first time you saw UC Irvine and were considering coming to UC Irvine?
The first time I stepped foot on the campus here, I was kind of in shock. I mean, it's extremely beautiful. I didn't really know what to expect. I didn't know much about the school. I didn't know much about the campus. All I knew that it was in Orange County. So I came here, didn't know what to expect, walked around the campus, fell in love with it, fell in love with the people around here, and I mean, it's been a blessing since.
And you're living the life, because I'm told you're the only guy on the team that lives in Newport Beach.
Currently, yes. But a lot of the guys come down, visit, so don't get too lonely.
Were you always intent on living down at the beach?
For the most part, I mean, it's an opportunity of a lifetime, you know, to live down on the beach, go to school. It's probably a 10-minute drive, so it was hard to say no.
Now, I was told that when you came on your visit, you were a complete tourist, and you took pictures of everything.
Absolutely, I still do, actually.
So you're very Asian.
Yes, absolutely. I got the iPhone, so I had a good camera, and I pretty much probably took about 3,000 pictures on my 2-day recruiting trip. So.
Okay, and I did talk to someone close to this team about you, and I have 3 words for you, and I want you to tell me what comes to your mind. Puka shell necklace.
Puka shell necklace. Okay, that was around my neck when I first got here. Yeah, that was. I guess that was some of the swag at the time.
I heard the upperclassmen gave you a hard time about the necklace.
Yeah, everybody's giving me a hard time.
Do you still have the necklace?
I don't.
You got rid of it?
I'll get another one when we go to Hawaii this year, though.
Nice. Bring back the lei with you. The quote is, "You're a freak when it comes to nutrition." Where did that start? How did that start? And how has that helped you with your game?
It's helped me tremendously. I guess it started, kind of rubbed off on me from my mother.
Mm-hmm.
She's a triathlete, and she's extremely into nutrition. I guess it kind of started at a young age, but just recently in my college career, I've kind of leveraged it to help me on the athletic side of things.
Because you're on the paleo. You've been on the paleo for a long time.
Yeah, I'm on a version of the paleo.
Okay.
I make a few changes, but yeah, I watch what I eat. I certainly watch like sugars and the sugar juices and stuff like that I drink. And actually, a lot of guys on our team have really taken nutrition as something that can help them on the court. I mean, I help them with that. They help me with it whenever they can, and it's shown. I mean, game day we have kind of changed our pregame meal. We used to have pizza and pasta and different stuff like that. Now it's more of a salad and some grilled chicken. And so it's
any of the young guys resisting?
Not really. I mean, they can go get their pizza after the game. You know, we tell them that after we get the win, then you guys can go have your pizza. So they're all in. So.
But you're pretty strict. Will you have the pizza afterwards?
No.
No.
I won't.
Okay, so the question is, if you're going to cheat on your diet, what is the food that's going to cause you to cheat?
It would probably be donuts.
Donuts.
Donuts. Yeah, that's.
I think today's National Donut Day. Did we see that somewhere? I think CNN said this was National Donut Day.
You should have a donut for me.
I definitely will. I'm also told that you make up ridiculous nicknames for guys, and you make up words and try to get those to trend.
Yep, absolutely.
So what are some of the nicknames that you've made up and for whom?
I don't know if I could share them all.
So they're not PG.
No, some of them are, but we have a lot of fun with our team. Our guys really respect each other, and I mean, off the court we hang out a lot. We travel a lot, so we see a lot of each other. So you know, we pick fun at each other a little bit, but it's all fun and games. We have a lot of nicknames for each other, and we kind of have a group text message that goes around with just the guys on the team.
Okay.
So it gets pretty funny. Some of the pictures that guys post and stuff. It's a good laugh.
I like that you're telling me a little bit, but you're not actually being specific. So really, you're not telling me anything.
Well, you got to keep the secrets hidden, you know.
Okay, how about the words that you make up? Can you share a couple of those?
No.
We'll have to bring on someone else, and we'll have to.
You'll hear them slip out of my mouth every now and then. You'll hear other guys on the team using them, and you'll just say, "What is he saying?"
And we can attribute that to Adam Folker.
Most of the time.
Do you use those on the court?
Sometimes, yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
So Barry and I will have to keep our ears open at courtside.
Absolutely.
Adam, thanks so much for joining us. Good luck against Nevada, and good luck the rest of the way. We're going to talk a lot more basketball in the weeks coming up, and we hope you will join us on the show again.
Thank you very much.
Fans, that was Adam Folker, senior on the men's basketball team. We'll be right back with men's volleyball head coach David Niffen.